Alright, hello everybody. For today's video I'm going to do my fish room tour update for 2018. I wanted to do this for my mom, show her what's going on in here. She is my main inspiration for keeping creatures, plants, all that stuff. She always had the greenest thumb, and it's something that we've talked a lot about and I feel like we really bonded over. So I wanted to be able to share this with her. As we all get older, you know, mobility issues can make it a little bit difficult for people to get around, and I definitely wanted my mom to see all this, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have done any of this. So let's get started. We'll start over here. This is Xenotoca variata, aquas calientes. Got these at the last rare fish auction. They're the jeweled split fin, still juveniles. So it's about, there you go, detailed. Very pretty fish, but like I said, still juvies. Give them a chance to grow out. Over here, this is the Zoogoneticus purhepechus that I got also at the rare fish auction. That I'd said they looked really rough when they came in. They're doing a lot better, and I've done more with the plants in here. So I'm pretty happy with it. They look great. Zoogoneticus purhepechus, La Luz Springs. So this is a group of 4.4, 4 males, 4 females. So hope you get fry from them. Alright. Down here is Skiffia multupunctata, Lago de Camaquero. That's a male right there. He's a beauty. Love it, love it, love it. I just have a pair of them. Also in the tank is Poecillia sphenops, short fin mollies. They actually were the original inhabitants of this tank, and I was using them to cycle it. And now I've done a bit of a rescape in here, just stuck a piece of moss in, cut back a lot of that water wisteria. So I'm glad that it's actually growing back. I repotted it, so we'll move on to the next one. This is the second tank I have with Skiffia multupunctata, or the fourth spot with Goodeids. All of these fish, besides that Poecillia sphenops, have been Goodeids. This is Skiffia multupunctata, Tangansicuro. If I can just keep them in focus. There we go, there we go. The Skiffia multupunctata is one of the most beautiful of all the Goodeids. I love them. You can see that distinctive dorsal on the males and the spotting. Yellow and like some blue iridescence. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, can't skip this. That's a 70-pint dehumidifier. Must have for a fish room. Alright, up here we have Characodon audax el toboso. I have 2 males, 3 females. Some of the plants in here have been the subject of my my potting techniques. And you see the Lobelia cardinalis is doing way better. The crypts went through a complete melt, but they're coming back now. Characodon audax el toboso, or the Black Prince Goodeid. Male, female, beautiful, beautiful. Over here, this is my fry tank, primarily full of Zoogoneticus tequila, Rio Teochilan, but also some molly fry as well. Moss, getting a little bit of algae covered. No big deal. I'm trying to grow fry, not necessarily keep the prettiest tank. Alright, down here, this is actually my Xiphophorus variatus marigold platies, but I did add in Allotoca dugesii. This is the bumblebee Goodeid. With some of the Goodeids that I have lower numbers of, I like to add them to established tanks where there's a bunch of other livebearer fry to act as dithers. That was the male. This location, Rancho Molino, it'll vary somewhat. The males could be yellow or they could be black. I have two pair. I don't know where the females are. Oh wait, here's the female. One of them, at least. So, Allotoca dugesii, Ranchmolino, Bumblebee Goodeids, beautiful. All right, down here, swordtails, and also this is the pair of juvenile Ilyodon furcidens that I got. That's the male right there, swimming around. I was originally keeping these with the 6 large female Ilyodon whitei that I have, but I decided that I'm not going to mix them anymore. I'd like to just be able to maintain these guys as separate species. And also this orange swordtails, Xiphophorus hellerii, this group has given me a bunch of fry. They're all over the place. They had green fry also. Those were the ones I gave to my buddy. Shout out to him. You can find him on Instagram. Aw, geez, Johnny. All right, we'll move over here. This tank, Xiphophorus evelynae, Pueblo platy. Not a whole lot going on in here. So just fry and a couple of females. The males are the ones that are gonna show a lot of the color. So while I think they're cool, not necessarily the most interesting video. This tank is a little bit wild too. I love it. Xiphophorus continens, Xiphophorus continens, Elkinsa. Oh, and the location for this is Xenotoca, if I didn't say that one, but Xiphophorus continens, Elkinsa, short sword pygmy platyfish. Really prolific. This tank is wild, full of fry. There's a lot of fish in here. Love it. All right. This is another example of a Goodeid in a tank with dither fish. More of the Xiphophorus variatus. This is actually Xenotoca melanosoma. I believe the location is Rio Ayuquillo. I got these recently from a buddy of mine. They seem to be doing really well. The other fish in here, Xiphophorus variatus, red-tailed black variatus. They're not Goodeids, they're Poecilliid. I love this tank. It's getting a little overgrown, but who cares? It's still green, beautiful. All right, this tank is where I put stuff to get algae eaten off of it. Sometimes I have to move the pots around, things get a little overgrown. The inhabitants in here are green swordtails and a bunch of, it's actually a group of 6 Ilyodon whitei. Here's the big female. She's a little over 4 inches, or about 4 inches right now. So she's a good size. No males for them. The rest in here, there's green swords, spotted, a bunch of them. Some of these juvies are starting to look male. But we'll see, we'll see. Ghost shrimp, it's just my cleanup crew. Love it, love it, love it. This is a fish that I was originally told I purchased it as red-tailed Goodeids, Xenotoca Xena San Marcos. That was reclassified to Xenotoca doadrioi. However, I'm not yet too sure what these guys actually are. Their coloration doesn't really look too much like doadrioi, but again, they are still young. But if they turn out to be lion's eye or true Xena or just aquarium strain, whatever, they're still cool. I love them. All right, down here is the Ataeniobius toweri, blue-tailed Goodeid. I've done some videos about them. The fry are free swimming now, for the most part. There's a bunch over here too. The location information, just going to refer to these guys as Antiohidos. And spreading out the nymphoides. I wish this looked better. I just raised the water level, so hard water deposits. Thanks, Chicagoland. but there's probably about 15 fry in here. When they were born, they all hung out in the nymphoides. Beautiful. All right, over here, these are Limia tiger. This is a Poeciliid from Haiti. There's a decent sized group in here. I have not gotten breeding yet, but that's okay. Very active fish, always swimming around. Shout out to Greg Sage. I got these guys from him. Let's see. Nice fish. Last but not least, these are my Zoogoneticus tequila. I actually have fry that are born in here, but they'll come out once I drop some food in addition to the fry that are in my fry tank. I think these guys are personable. Look at it, they just come right up to the glass. My favorite fish in here. But Zoogoneticus tequila. And that's it for me.